The AC-130 is a gunship converted from a C-130 cargo plane. The firing ports on the port side of the AC-130 house a variety of cannons, howitzers, and gatling guns. The AC-130 is mostly used for close air support by USAF Special Operations. Air interdiction, armed reconnaissance, and force protection are some of the other roles. The AC-130H Specter was retired from service by AFSOC in 2014. The AC-130J Ghostrider replaces the Spectre. The primary missions of the AC-130 gunship are close air support, air interdiction, and armed reconnaissance. Aside from perimeter and point defense, other missions include escort, landing, drop and extraction zone support, forward air control, limited command and control, and combat search and rescue. These heavily armed aircraft use side-firing weapons in conjunction with sophisticated sensor, navigation, and fire control systems to provide surgical firepower or area saturation over extended periods of time at night and in adverse weather. For over 30 years, the AC-130 has been used effectively to destroy ground defenses and targets. Because of its poor maneuverability and limited orientations relative to the target during attack, the AC-130 is typically only used in night assaults. During Vietnam, gunships were responsible for the destruction of over 10,000 trucks and many life-saving close air support missions. During Operation Urgent Fury in Grenada, AC-130 suppressed enemy air defense systems and attacked ground forces. This allowed friendly forces to successfully assault Point Saline's airfield via airdrop and air landing. The gunships played a key role in Operation Just Cause in Panama, destroying the Panamanian Defense Force. By surgically employing ordnance in an urban environment, headquarters and numerous command and control facilities can be established. Spectre was credited with saving many lives as the theater's only close air support platform. The H models and A models both played important roles. The fighting began with a gunship attack on the dictator of Panama's military headquarters, and the outcome was never in doubt. All goals were met quickly. Panama's democracy was restored as a result. Spectres provided air-based defense and close air support for ground forces during Operation Desert Storm. The AC-130A and AC-130H gunships were both part of the international force assembled in the Persian Gulf region to drive ISIS out of the region. The different variants. AC-130A Specter. The first AC-130 model was the A model gunship. The plane measures 97 feet 9 inches long by 38 feet 3 inches tall. Its wingspan is 132 feet 7 inches, and its wing area is 1,745 square feet. The C-130 initially had a top speed of 384 miles per hour and an unrefueled range of 2,450 miles with maximum load. With the aerial refueling modification, the later model gunship's range was only limited by crew endurance. This aircraft's high wing design and large capability made it ideal for use as a gunship. Because of its low wings, the first gunship, the AC-47, had a smaller field of fire. The placement of the guns beneath the wings solved the AC-47's fundamental problem. Furthermore, the larger C-130 could transport more ammunition for its heavier weapons. 3 7.62mm miniguns were mounted on the AC-47. The AC-130A, on the other hand, carried 7.62 and 20mm weapons. The AC-130H was equipped with 20mm, 40mm, and 105mm weapons, and the newest gunship, the AC-130U, 25mm, 40mm, and 105mm weapons. The C-130 gunship was an old airframe with a new weapon system. As a result, the gunship achieved a number of firsts in one form or another. From June to September 1967, Spectre was operationally tested at Eglin Air Force Base in Florida. It first arrived at Nha Trang, Republic of Vietnam on September 20th, 1967, and flew its first combat mission on September 27th. On November 8th, 1967, it flew its first truck-busting mission, and all A-model gunships were assigned to Detachment 2, 14th Commando Wing. Detachment 2 was assigned to the 8th Tactical Fighter Wing in 1968, where it became the 16th Special Operations Squadron. The C-130A was renamed the AC-130A at that time. On September 26, 1968, Spectre was hit by anti-aircraft artillery for the first time. The dependable C-130 returned to base. F-4 Phantoms first escorted the gunship in December 1968 to protect it from ground fire. The first gunship, however, was lost with 2 crew members on May 24, 1969. One died when the gunship was hit, and the other died when the plane crashed near their home base. While serving at Vietnam, 5 of the 18 gunships were shot down or crashed. On May 8, 1969, a gunship performed an unusual feat by shooting down an enemy helicopter. To the chagrin of fighter pilots who had few opportunities for air-to-air kills, the nickname Fabulous Four-Engine Fighter was born. The Air Force marked the end of an era on September 10, 1995, with the retirement of the first C-130 aircraft off the assembly line. AC-130H Specter. The Vietnam-era AC-130E Pave Spectre aircraft was an upgraded version of the AC-130A Pave Pronto. The C-130E was outfitted with more powerful Allison T56 turboprop engines. The AC-130E was later upgraded to AC-130H standards as part of the Pave Spectre 2 project. The AC-130 is a fantastic fire support platform with exceptional capabilities. The AC-130's extremely accurate fire control system allows it to deliver 105mm, 40mm, and 25mm munitions with first-round accuracy. These aircraft's crews are highly skilled at performing military operations in urban territory. Many ground units have begun using infrared or IR tape for marking troops and vehicles, either as armbands or sewn to the top of their ballistic helmet, particularly when working with the AC-130. An AC-130 can distinguish between friend and foe with a very small piece of IR tape, and anything larger than a 1-inch by 1-inch piece will white out a large portion of the monitor aboard the aircraft. Due to the hostage situation in Tehran, Iran, 4 H-model gunships from the 16th SOS flew nonstop from Hurlburt Field to Andersen Air Force Base, Guam in 1979, and later served as part of the support force during the hostage rescue attempt in 1980. The gunships of the 16th SOS played a critical role in the rescue of American medical students on the island of Grenada in October 1983. The invasion of Grenada would have cost more American lives if the AC-130Hs had not been present. During Operation Just Cause, 23 AF helped to restore democracy in the Republic of Panama from late December 1989 to early January 1990. Active and AFRES AC-130 Spectre gunships, EC-130 Volant Solo Psychological Operation aircraft from the ANG, HC-130PN combat shadow tankers, MC-130E combat Talons, and MH-53J Pavelo and MH-60G Pave Hawk helicopters were among the Special Operations aircraft. The 1 SOW Spectre gunship crews received the McKay Trophy and the Turner Award for their efforts. The AC-130A and AC-130H gunships were both part of an international force assembled in the Persian Gulf region to drive Saddam Hussein out of Kuwait, which he had invaded in early August 1990. Following the Desert Shield buildup, the Allies launched the actual war, known as Desert Storm, in January of the following year. Victory was achieved in a matter of weeks, and Kuwait was liberated from the foreign invader. Unfortunately, the enemy shot down one of the AC-130H gunships. It resulted in the loss of all 14 crew members, the war's largest loss of single air power. A 16th Special Operations Squadron AC-130H gunship, call-sign Jockey 14, paid the price for freedom and a high operational tempo in March 1994. While supporting Operation Continue Hope 2 in Somalia, the aircraft was lost due to an in-flight explosion and ditching off the coast of Kenya. 6 crew members died, while 8 were killed. The aircraft took part in Operation Assured Response in April 1996, which supported the emergency non-combatant evacuation (NEO) of over 2,100 U.S. and foreign citizens from Monrovia, Liberia. In a hostile fire environment, SOF personnel flew dozens of rotary wing evacuation flights in MH-53Js and overhead fire support sorties in the AC-130H Specters, frequently vectoring friendly aircraft through heavy small arms and rocket-propelled grenade fire. That's all for today, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for any new updates. See you in the next one.